First aid friends. What to do when someone gets burned. Be prepared to help others in a medical emergency. Approximately 500,000 individuals in the United States seek medical attention for burn injuries annually, with the American Burn Association, ABA, estimating that around 72% of these burns happen at home. Serious burn injuries can result from hot liquids including coffee, tea, soup, and tap water. Statistically, men are at higher risk of getting burned at work. Common environments where this occurs include industrial settings involving hot machinery, welding operations, chemical handling, and electrical work. Burns are classified into 3 categories: first-degree or superficial burns, second-degree or partial thickness burns, third-degree or full-thickness burns. Each burn type requires special care. How a burn is treated immediately after it happens often determines the likelihood of a successful recovery. Do you know what to do if a friend or family member gets burned? Hey, I'm Emerson. I have first aid training and know what to do in this situation. Come along and I'll teach you what to do if you ever have to help a friend or family member with a burn. Take a deep breath and keep calm so you can do your best thinking. Helping someone during an emergency can be stressful, but if you get panicked, you can make the situation much worse. Number 2, assess the situation. If it is safe to move the person away from the heat source causing the burn, do so as quickly as possible. Number 3, for first and second degree burns, run cool water, not ice water, over the burned area for 10 to 20 minutes. If you cannot safely place the burned body part in a sink or tub, or if the burn is on the face, apply a cool wet cloth to the burned area until the pain subsides. For burns inside the mouth caused by hot food or drink, hold a piece of ice in the mouth for a few minutes. Also, you can help the victim feel better by telling them things like, "It's okay to feel scared. I'm here to help you. We're gonna get through this," as you're soaking their burn in the cool water. Helpful tips. If the victim has a third-degree burn, one that is deep and the skin looks charred or leathery, do not soak the burned area in water. Instead, cover the burn with a cool, clean cloth or bandage until medical professionals arrive. Number 4, take off any loose clothing around the burn area. Carefully remove rings or other tight accessories such as belts. Aim to do this quickly and carefully before swelling occurs in the affected area. Helpful tips. If the victim has a third-degree burn, one that is deep and the skin looks charred or leathery, do not remove clothing. Wait for medical professionals to arrive. Number 5. Once the burn has cooled, apply lotion to the affected area. Consider using a lotion containing aloe vera or cocoa butter, as this can help prevent dryness. Number 6. Place a clean bandage over the burn, making sure it is wrapped loosely to avoid putting pressure on the injured skin. Bandaging keeps air away from the burned area, reduces pain, and protects any blistered skin. Number 7. Avoid breaking blisters. If they happen to burst on their own, carefully cleanse the area. Then apply an antibiotic cream along with a specialized wound dressing that won't adhere to the blister surface. Finally, cover the dressing with clean gauze for added protection. Number 8. Take an over-the-counter pain reliever like ibuprofen or acetaminophen to manage pain as necessary. Your burn should fully heal within 1 to 2 weeks. If it doesn't, consult a doctor. Thanks for joining me today for this first aid training. I hope you feel more confident in your first aid skills so you can help someone in an emergency. Extra advice for adults. Burn prevention is key. Burn accidents often happen when parents or caregivers are rushed, frustrated, or experiencing significant stress. To help prevent scalds and other burn injuries in the kitchen, consider these valuable tips from the American Burn Association. Number 1. Avoid using a towel to grip hot pots and pans. Instead, opt for oven mitts or heat-resistant pot holders for safe handling. Number 2. Exercise caution when cooking with grease. Set the burner to a low-medium temperature and have a lid for the pan readily available. Number 3. Position pots and pans on the back burners to ensure they are out of children's reach. Remember to turn the handles inward to prevent them from being knocked over or grabbed by little hands. Number 4. Adjust your water heater temperature to a maximum of 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 48.89 degrees Celsius, which is just below the medium setting, to avoid the risk of scalding from faucets. Number 5. Always check the temperature of heated liquids or food before serving it to a child or leaving it within their reach. Number 6. Take away tablecloths when toddlers are around in the house. They tend to tug and pull on anything they can reach, which could lead to hot liquids being spilled on them. Number 7. Avoid using area rugs in the kitchen, particularly around the stove, as they can lead to slips and burns. Number 8. Make sure to educate babysitters on kitchen and appliance safety and guide them on how to avoid burn injuries while preparing meals.